Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about my debut in the BOA eSports series on Xbox.
I have no right to.
An exciting challenge for me, really, because I've not done any league racing on ACC before, only AC, but finally made the transition now to ACC and hoping to start off quite well, really. Join me now in qualifying on what will be the fastest lap of the session and pole position. 13 minutes left, so we're still quite early on into the session, but after this I didn't really manage to set a quicker time, really, because I was more paranoid about seeing what everyone else was doing rather than myself. But as I said, this is a pole position lap, and we were, I believe, 6/10 in front of the rest of the pack, so pace is looking quite good. There we are, then the lap is finished. We hop back to the pits where that's set us 7/10 in front of the rest. I believe the guys in second and third do improve by a little bit, as we can see there, just under 6/10 of a second. But regardless, still really promising on our debut.
That sucks, it doesn't show the delta. I think that's pole. Ruger's still out, to be fair. Thank you. That was a nice laugh. That was a nice laugh. Well done. Let's see how long this will fucking last. Pole position.
Any shouts for the winner? I mean, obviously,
yes, there is free roam, do not. Yeah,
Mr. Ryan Holt.
I think he's one to watch. Or Jones is definitely one to watch.
Yes,
but I really want to see a battle between Jones versus Jones.
There we are then, starting on pole position on our debut in BOA eSports.
Thank you.
Definitely the perfect place to start, really. Just focusing now.
Yeah, please, if we could just have silence for the
as
first
I mentioned earlier, how long we can keep this lead. As he didn't have much faith, really, but here we go then. We're going to line up to 70 kilometers an hour. I'll try to get up as close to 70 kilometers an hour across this main street, and now it's lights out and away we go. Decent start. We start pulling away from second place. As long as we keep this tight line, we should be okay, as long as we don't get rammed in the backside, but we've managed to keep it quite clean. So now all I was thinking was really trying to build up this gap as much as possible within the first 3 laps. Pace between the second and third drivers were really quite close. Don't know if you noticed, but they were within a tenth of a second, in fact within half a tenth of a second. So both of them are really close on pace, so if we can just capitalise on this and extend our lead within the first few laps, we're on to a winner, really. Then from that point it's just a point of managing tyres. So there we are then, we're 4 laps into the race and we've done exactly what we needed to do. We've
Shit
eked a
lap.
little gap out to the second and third place drivers. Staying in the 22s, we've set a personal best of a low 22, and last lap was a high 22. But regardless, we're showing decent pace here. We're on to one of our fastest laps of the race so far. But still keeping an eye really on our tyres, not to push too much, because we do need them to get to that half-hour mark, which has been a bit of a challenge for me of late. Getting used to this game and its tyre model, which can be quite difficult. But we're getting there with time. But this is going to be our quickest lap.
Nice. Just trying to get out of undercut window, yeah.
Yeah, then cut around the final corner onto the main straight. We're going to set a very low 22, in fact a 22.1. So really good pace, and we're extending the lead more every single lap. It's just a question now of if we can make these tyres last to the halfway stage and not lose much time. Skipping on now into lap 10 of the race. We're half second down on this lap, but still in the 22s, still showing quite decent pace. And everything's looking quite good so far. We're a quarter of an hour in. We've got 15 minutes until the pit stop, and pace is still seeming quite okay. A little bit of understeering kicking off in this part of the race for me. Obviously, we have pushed quite hard on these tyres, but we've also made up a hell of a gap. So the balance has been quite justified. Really, it's not been that bad.
Sorry, 9. Okay.
Skipping on forward now into lap 18 of the race. We're near our pit window time. Understeering quite a bit through that fast left-hander, but we're getting ready for our one and only pit stop of the race. Where, as we can tell, last lap was a 23.2, so obviously lap time's taken a bit of a hit. But good news is we're still managing to gain on the not gain but extend really on the cars behind. So it's still looking.
Let me know
really,
when they're coming
really
up to
good.
traffic.
Even though we have got a little bit of a pace drop off, so really promising.
Yeah, my final corner now. Yeah.
2 laps later, and at 31 minutes, we decide to pit. We didn't really want to overextend on that stint, knowing that we were going to lose quite a bit of time. Our last lap was a 22.9, but we want to get back on some fresh set of tyres and hopefully build up that gap further.
I can't fucking see my pit box. Thank you. I lost a lot of time in that pit stop there.
So coming out of the pits now, being conscious not to cross that white line and to spot our braking point correctly for the pit exit. We've joined in a slight bit of traffic, which isn't going to be ideal, but it could be worse really. They're not really battling hard, so I'm just going to make an effort now to try and get through this pack on fresh tyres and build that gap back up again.
Should have played early. Oh. I just want to go to the end now.
Skip forward to a lap later. Really? We've cleared that traffic in front of us. Got a nice clear track in front of us now, but as you can tell on the mini-map, people are starting to drop like flies.
Oh my god.
And you're going to see in a sec what exactly happened.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Call it, please. Oh, I swear to God, if I'm being mugged over again, yeah.
Yeah, lo and behold, in our first race on ACC in a league, the servers have crashed. Now then, if you've seen previous videos of my races on the channel, you'll notice I've got quite a thing with server crashes, whether it be in endurance races on ACC or in fact on the old platform AC. Server crashes seem to follow me everywhere, so this isn't really ideal, but we'll get the lobby back up shortly.
Bollocks, that. Oh! Hey. Lady Luck was on my side there, holy fuck. Alright. Well.
There we are then. So what we had to do was essentially a 5-minute qualifying, but I got disconnected during this qualifying session as well, so only had literally one lap to do qualifying, and we just nicked it by 0.02 of a second. We've got McVitie in second and Ruger in third. 3 drivers within 1/10 of a second. You'll notice the lap time's actually quite crap, 22.8, but track grip was really low. And anyway, moving on now, we've secured pole position again, so it's one sprint race, if you like to call it, has been completed. We'd have won that, but we're ready to get going again here now at Laguna Seca. Let's hope for, well, exactly the same really, as lights out and away we go again. Unfortunately, in our circumstance in this race, the man in second place has got a slightly better start, and he's going to be side by side with us going into turn 1. We are going to fend him off, taking the inside line, and we just cleared him off. Now then, second and third place drivers are battling again, so it's hopefully just another case of let them fight and let us build a nice gap. That's all we need to do for now.
So okay, keep me informed then, Joe.
144.
No.
Savio Junior.
Let's stop my lap.
See behind, that was McDonald and Mick Run.
They'll do it, so they're saying they'll take it away, yeah?
There we are then, 4 laps in again. We've built that lead back up again to what we needed to do, if not better than the first time. Second and third place, they were battling quite heavily, so I reckon we got let off there, but regardless, our pace is really good. We're mid 22s again, and we're keeping it consistent. You know, it's really promising. All we need to do now is just keep it going. We're coming to an end of lap 5 now, and we are 1/10 of a second up, so we could be on for the low 22 at this point, which could be nice to try and nick fastest lap, which we already hold. But regardless, coming across the finish line now, we're going to set a 22.2. So yeah, building on that really strong pace we've had. Now we'll skip forward to with 5 minutes left in the session on lap 17. Our pace is still the same really, apart from this lap in which we're going to be on for a high 22, but obviously that's expected at this point now with tyre wear, which I think we've done really well this race. Still trying to, as I said, still trying to get to grips with this tyre model and what we need to do to not knacker the tyres quite early and try and get a nice spread of tyre life going through a 1 hour race. Skipping forward now to what will be our last lap of the race with quite a big lead. That gap has come down a little bit though in the last laps due to us passing some traffic, but not much of a problem still. We have a yellow flag in the first sector and there is a spinner, which made me need to change my underwear after the race. That was really close. My mind was elsewhere, but regardless, we go through the first sector unscathed, and hopefully now just try and keep it on track and try and win this race. Here we are then coming through the final sector on our last lap. We've got a bit of traffic in front of us, which is holding us up a little bit, but to be honest at this point I didn't really care. We're going to see if we can plot a move on the driver in front of us into the last corner, which we do so. We stick a wheel on the inside and
come
we
on boys, get in there.
And there we go, our first win on debut
Well
at Laguna Seca. Not the easiest thing in the world to do, but we got that in the end, which is promising.
Fucking well in. Double it, triple it really if you want to count the other one. Come on. I'm fucking well chuffed with that.
Yeah, there we go then. A win on debut. Super happy with that then. Can't really have gone a better start. It was a hell of a race, to be honest, especially with the server crashing in the middle. I really thought that we'd have had a hell of a lot more of a struggle, but apparently not. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please be free to like and subscribe to see more races I do in this league. But in the meantime, thank you very much and goodbye.